Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with In Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins. I'm your trainer and you are going to work on a level 2 difficulty workout for today, Tuesday, February 19th. I hope you had a really good Monday. We've started the week. Everything is going, so today's a little bit harder than yesterday, but we're using the basically the same moves with an added level of a layer of difficulty with each of the moves. Okay, so stand up if you're not standing already and separate your legs to double shoulder width distance with your toes and heels straight, pinky toes and heels in line. Extend your arms up over your head with only a slight bend in the elbow, and then keeping your back straight, hinging at your hip, rotate your body down to the right, graze the floor with your fingertips hopefully. At least on the second go around, maybe you'll reach that floor, and then up to the left. Once again, down to the right, up to the left. Very good. Okay, now rotate down to the left. We're switching directions. Really try to focus on that lower back stretch at the spot where your hands are touching the floor. Back up to the right. One more time, down to the left. And now bring your feet together. And toes and heels touching, and then really focus on the contraction of all of your core muscles, your pelvic floor, Kegels, your abs, your legs, and we're going to swim freestyle through the air like you're in the Olympics, Michael Phelps. So let's start the 30 seconds on the second move. Again, because we're doing so much with the core, it was really important for the warm-up moves to really limber up your back and get the blood flowing to the upper body, but of course with that double shoulder width perspective on the legs in the windmill move in the beginning, we've also got some blood flowing down to those toes. All right, and we're about ready. We're going to start with mountain climbers today. So again, remember this week's workout is entirely on the floor. Only in the warm-up moves are you even standing. So if you're going to do the climbers, you're going to be jumping your feet forward and back, scissoring those feet, landing on the balls of your feet lightly. And then if you're going to go back to yesterday's move, it's the mountain hiker where you step one foot in, then step it back, then the other foot in and back. All right, so let's start the time on the mountain climbers. Make sure your butt stays down. You really want to keep your abs engaged the entire time, and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Super important to maximize the amount of oxygen that you take in and the amount of carbon dioxide that you get out of the body, because it's that exchange of gases that keeps everything going. Our bodies don't use carbon dioxide. It is a byproduct, so it needs to get out. And by the same vein, your oxygen capabilities, with the way that the muscles need that oxygenated blood in order for them to properly move the body. You really have to take air in. You can't just assume that there's enough air in your body. Okay, or to passively breathe, for that matter. Now lower your body down to your forearms. It's a forearm plank now. So yesterday, if you're fairly fit and you did the forearm plank, I'll give you a couple of ideas to make it a little bit harder today. But it's on your forearms, shoulders in line with the elbows. Time starts now. You're resting on your toes. If you need to go back to the knee, the modified plank, that's okay. Just do not fall on your tummy. Do not give out completely. You've got 20 more seconds. Breathe, squeeze those tummy muscles. Now, if you want to make it harder, really focus on clenching your butt cheeks. Like really, really do those Kegels. Squeeze your butt cheeks. You've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, now turn to your side. One side, left side, right side, doesn't really matter. Today what we're going to do is the legs are going to be straight one more time, so you're going to lift both legs up at the same time. Glue your knees together, glue your ankles together. You've got one leg basically, and you're going to lift both legs up at the same time. So on this first side, time starts now. We'll do the other side next. 30 seconds. Remember, you're exhaling as you lift up, inhaling as you slowly lift down. And it will help you to pause a little bit at the top, just for a second, half a second, so that you can control the movement on the way down. You've got 10 more seconds, by the way. You should at least be able to do 12 or so of these, up to a count of 2 and down to a count of 2. You don't want to move super fast. Now turn your body over. Let's do the other side. We'll start the 30 seconds in 2 seconds. Go ahead. Make sure you exhale as you lift up. Inhale as you lower back down. And remember to breathe deeply. Really focus on taking the oxygen in through your nose. And then exhale completely, but slowly through your mouth, because you really want the rhythm to sort of help you guide the body. As you inhale, it should take 2 to 3 seconds as you lift the body. And then as you lower at the same pace, you exhale at the same pace. Okay, now turn towards the floor. We're going to do push-ups. Hands on the floor, slightly wider than shoulder width rather. But make sure that vertically your shoulders are in line with your hands. The widened hand stance recruits the chest muscles, so that's good. You can either do them on the toes or on your knees. Time starts now. Inhale on your way down as you bend your elbows. Exhale as you push back up. Again, move slowly, especially in the beginning. Focus on your breath. Focus on your body weight. Can you sense whether you put more pressure on the left side or the right side? If you're right-handed, you probably support more body weight on the right hand than you do on the left, but just focus on it. Focus on how much weight you press into the floor in terms of your thumb, the thumb area, and the outside of your hand. Try to equalize your connection to your floor. And now turn your body over. Hands behind your head, knees bent, feet on the floor, pinky toes and heels in line. Exhale. Oh, sorry. No, your knees are not your feet are not on the floor. Your feet are in the air, but your knees are bent. This is a bent knee crunch. Yesterday was the basic crunch. It's a little less challenging. If you need to go back to the less challenging move, then put your feet on the floor. But otherwise, keep your feet in air, bent knees at 90 degrees. Exhale, lift up. 30 seconds starts now. Good. Really, really try to get the head, your shoulders, and the top of your rib cage up. Not a full sit-up, but you really want to squeeze at the top and do a little more than just pulling on your head. You contract your abs a little bit that way, but you don't really do as much as if you're really focusing on scooping that lower abdomen in and up, and as a result, lifting the rib cage up off the floor with the strength of those tummy muscles. You're almost finished. Starting the second set very quickly here. And 3, 2, very, very good. Okay, we're going back to mountain climbers. We're going to do the flow set with no time in between each of the moves. And we are blazing through this workout today. In fact, I think this week in general is slightly faster as a whole, because with the leg lifts, we spend 1 minute in total. And there's a little less instruction because you don't really need the instruction on the second leg. But go ahead and get yourself ready for mountain climbers. Again, we're going to start that in 5 seconds. All right, 30 seconds on mountain climbers. You're going. Keep the butt down. Keep those feet moving. Push it. Push it. This is a shorter workout. Push yourself harder. That's always okay. It doesn't matter if your workouts are short, as long as you are really hitting the intensity level high and not resting a ton in between each of the things that you're doing. You can do this. 10 more seconds. Very nice. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your hands down onto your forearms. Make sure that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. And you're going to rest the lower body on your toes, on the balls of your feet. Grip the floor. And time starts now. If you want to make this super hard, you could also invert your feet and rest your feet on your lower body, on the tops of your feet. That's an interesting version of a plank. We call it a mermaid plank. And it's rather crazy, in fact. But I love it. It's actually a really, really nice way to add some, variety to the plank, which is a great move because the compression of all of those layers of muscle that wrap the rib cage and the obliques that protect the side of the body, and then of course the front and the back muscles. But it's a boring move. I mean, who are we kidding, right? Yeah. Okay. Lie on your side again. And let's do the other side. Let's do the side lying leg lifts with 2 legs again. Remember to glue those legs together like you have one leg And you might want to use your upper hand. So if you're lying on your left side, your right hand can brace your body on the floor in front of you. Time starts now. Exhale, lift both feet up into the air, keeping your feet flexed. And then lower down slowly. Pause at the top in order to ensure that you have control when you switch directions. That is crucial. Very nice. About halfway through. And hopefully you're able to get, 10 or maybe even 15 of these done in 30 seconds. That would be great. Go ahead and turn yourself over to the other side. Flex the feet once again. Make sure we sort of do a systems check to make sure your knees are glued together, your ankles are glued together. Brace your body with that outer hand and exhale, lift up, 30 seconds. Underway here. Very nice. Push-ups are next, and then our crunches. Then Tuesday will be yours. Yours for the taking. Nice February Tuesday. Things are moving quite quickly through this year. I suppose you feel it too. It seems that every year life just gets faster and faster and faster. I'm amazed that we're already halfway through February. Okay, time for push-ups. One of my all-time favorite moves. And if you ask any trainer, he or she will probably identify push-ups. Actually, we're doing two of my favorite moves in this series because mountain climbers are also some of my favorites. All right, let's get you going. So time starts now. Bend those elbows. Exhale, push back up. If you're on your knees, make sure that your butt stays down. You don't want a flat sort of line between the shoulder and the connection point to your floor. So if you're on your knees and your butt is in the air, you don't have that contraction, that isometric engagement of your torso, of your core. And that is really, really an important part of the push-up exercise. So definitely focus on keeping the butt down. You've got 8 seconds left. And I'm kind of pushing you past the 30 seconds mark. I don't know if anyone else, if you're paying attention. It's another trick of the trade. We cheat sometimes. Okay, let's finish up with the bent knee crunch. So go ahead and turn your body over. You're on your backs, hands behind your head, knees bent, feet in the air at 90 degrees. Time starts now. Last 30 seconds. Very good. Wonderful. Keep breathing. Keep exhaling as you lift the head, your shoulders, the top of your rib cage. Try to get a little higher each time. Look straight up at your ceiling. 13 seconds left. And you are set. Eat well today. And take the stairs when you can. And go for a walk after lunch. Eat a sensible dinner tonight. And you know what? You really don't have to worry about the gym. I promise. I'm Kim Watkins from In Shape Fitness in New York City. Please let me know if you have any questions, you have any requests for something specific in terms of the workout, or if you really want to just talk to me about your situation. I'd be happy to consult with you on the programming that you need. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you back tomorrow for the Wednesday workout. Have a great day.